In a small, isolated village nestled between towering mountains, there lived a woman named Amina. For 5 long years, she had been married to a kind but troubled man, struggling with the unbearable pressure of not having a child. The villagers, once sympathetic, now whispered behind her back. Her family, though loving, couldn't hide their disappointment. Every day, Amina cried herself to sleep, wishing for the one thing that seemed to elude her, a child of her own. Her neighbors, unable to understand her pain, would often tease her. "Still no children?" they would say with smirks, as though it was her fault. Her friends, once supportive, now avoided her, as though her infertility was contagious. Amina grew weaker, both physically and emotionally, until one day something extraordinary happened. Late one evening, when the moon hung like a lantern in the sky, Amina ventured into the nearby forest to collect firewood. As she stepped deeper into the woods, she heard rustling in the trees. Before she knew it, a family of monkeys descended from the branches, one of them carrying 3 tiny, helpless babies. Their fur was soft and their eyes wide with wonder. Amina hesitated for a moment, then gently took the babies into her arms. Her heart raced, but she felt an overwhelming sense of love for them, as though they had always been hers. The monkeys, seemingly content with her, wandered off into the distance, leaving Amina with the infants. In the days that followed, Amina cared for the monkey babies as her own. She bathed them, fed them, and cradled them with all the tenderness she could muster. But when she walked through the village with them, the laughter and mockery from the villagers only grew louder. "What is this madness?" they shouted. "A woman with monkey babies? Have you gone mad, Amina?" They would point and laugh, some even shaking their heads in disbelief. Despite the taunts, Amina's love for her babies never wavered. She stood strong, and each time she looked at their innocent faces, her tears of sorrow were replaced by a deep joy she had never known. One day, as she walked through the village square, a traveler arrived, a woman dressed in flowing robes, with a face that seemed both kind and wise. The villagers, as they often did, turned their mocking attention toward Amina, but the woman stopped them with a single gesture. "Do not mock her," she said in a voice that commanded respect. "For the gifts of the heart cannot be seen with the eyes alone." The crowd fell silent, and Amina looked up at the stranger, unsure of what was happening. The woman smiled warmly and approached Amina. "You have been chosen, Amina," she said softly. "These babies are a blessing, not a curse. You have shown the world that love does not require flesh and blood, it only requires the heart." From that moment, the villagers' laughter turned to curiosity, and over time, the mocking stopped. Amina's strength, born from her unwavering love for her monkey babies, began to inspire others. The woman who had come to visit disappeared as mysteriously as she had arrived, but her words remained etched in the hearts of all who had witnessed her presence. Amina's tears no longer fell in sorrow but in joy. She had found her own family, a family of love and acceptance, even in the most unexpected form. And as she walked through the village with her monkey babies, she no longer heard laughter, only admiration for the woman who had loved without limits. So friends, in this world let love lead you in everything that you will do, and you will receive a great reward in life. Thank you. Please subscribe, like and share for others to learn from Amina.